Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Time-Lapse Traveler. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through two very different parts of Taguig City. A place that my longtime viewers have seen a lot of because this is where I live and I shoot most of my videos is here in Bonifacio Global City. Because ever since the pandemic started, and my wife Chris became ill with a neurological condition, I rarely get to travel much. I am now passing through the Bonifacio High Street Outdoor Mall. I've definitely talked enough about it in some of my previous videos, however. So, if you would like to know more, I invite you to check those out after you're done watching this video. Now passing through the residential complex of Surrendra, which I also covered in my previous videos as well. But now, we're making a right turn past the Market Mall on the left-hand side and heading towards the more upscale SM Aura Mall. One day, while passing by this road with Chris, we came upon a homeless man named Rico, who we will be visiting now. Rico had the misfortune of developing polio, which is a debilitating physical disorder. In his case, it caused one leg to be much thinner and shorter than the other, and he now gets around on crutches. As we usually do, instead of offering him money, Chris and I decided to have him join us at a nearby outdoor food court for dinner. Before heading down to where Rico is staying, I made an arrangement at this police checkpoint to leave my electric scooter, and you'll soon see why. The other area you'll see in this video is the neighborhood, or barangay as it's called here in the Philippines, named Pembo. Even though both areas are within the city of Taguig, it is so different from Bonifacio Global City that it might as well be a different city altogether. Rico and I very quickly became friends as I continued to visit him and bring him food as well as some minor furnishings to help him be a little more comfortable in his little space he recently acquired, which no longer makes him homeless, I guess, but as you're about to see, that is only a technicality. I often try to help homeless people that I come across in the street, but this is the first time since leaving New York that I had such an ongoing arrangement of giving aid to the same person. Even for the standards of a poorer neighborhood, the place where he is staying is particularly impoverished. Yet, even here, there is a sense of cheerfulness in this community that can be found in all parts of the Philippines. The children, as well as adults, will wave and greet you with a smile. It's just so unfortunate that these people don't have much of an opportunity to improve their livelihoods. And the pandemic is only making things that much worse for everyone, especially those who can't do their business through online Zoom meetings. Rico's home is a little more than a partially covered balcony, but he feels really fortunate to have it, paying 150 pesos or about $3 a day, which he makes from the generosity of passers-by. After dropping off some food and other gifts for Rico, let's go deeper into his neighborhood to get a small glimpse of the life here. Surprisingly, the food prices here seem to be pretty similar to those found in the upscale food stores back in BGC. Since this video was shot on a Thursday afternoon, before the enhanced quarantine regulations kicked in, the local businesses here are about as busy as ever, until the pandemic screwed up everything. Now everyone, with only very few exceptions, was wearing a face mask, which makes me really miss being able to see other people's faces. Now going deeper into the residential area of Pembo, which will lead me back into making an eventual circle and lead me back towards BGC. In the meantime, let's take a look at some of these inner city streets. Oops, wrong way. I could have of course gone by GPS navigation, but I had a pretty good idea of the general direction where I had to go and didn't mind circling around a little, as long as my electric scooter was juiced up enough. That tall, funny looking striped building means that I'm on the right track. And yet, I somehow managed to find another dead end. At this point, I decided to employ the help of some kids playing in the street to direct me back onto the main road. This of course attracted the attention of a whole gaggle of kids who didn't get too many void dudes like me with a camera on their helmet passing through their neighborhood. At this time, I started recognizing some familiar territory and started my return back. Now, entering back inside Bonifacio Global City, I decided to take a different route back home, just to show some additional areas here that you haven't seen yet on my channel. Passing by the famous oval-shaped Finance Center building, and then going to the very center of the financial district, which houses the Philippine Stock Exchange building, just to further emphasize the stark difference that can be seen just a short distance apart. Now going back onto the Bonifacio High Street and past some of the unique sculptures that I never get tired of seeing. The pop-up restaurant booths of the High Street, emphasis on eat, open-air food court, have been moved further up on High Street, and here they are replaced by these new stalls selling all sorts of plants, ranging from healing herbs and small decorative flowers, all the way to the really high-priced bonsai trees. And with that, this tour comes to a close. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then please click on the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Always take care of yourselves and each other, And keep looking out for more videos coming at you from the Time-Lapse Traveler.